Good morning. Today is Friday, May 8th. It's Mother's Day weekend. So I will do a quick walkthrough here of the nursery to show you what is in stock. Everything that your mom needs to get you to get her for Mother's Day. All right. So we still have plenty of blackberries, Cotto, Sweetheart Ponca, Natchez, and Triple Crown. A few Jenny Bell Juneberries in quart pots. Those are tier 2, so those are $18 in quart pots. The blackberries and most things in the nursery here are tier 1, which are $9 in that quart pot size and $18 in the gallon size. Georgia red raspberries in quarts. Lots and lots of elderberries. We have Wildwood, Bob Gordon, Marge, and Ranch elderberries. Haskap honeyberries. We have Cinderella, pollinators, Svetlana, Boreal Beast, Boreal Beauty, and Boreal Blizzard. Blueberries, Polaris, and I think this is our last St. Cloud that we have at the moment in 2-gallon pots. There's a Hannah's Choice in 2 gallons, Blu-ray in gallons, and a few quarts left of the Blu-ray. There's an Aurora and some Blue Crop in quarts. Some new Rabbit Eye blueberries, Powder Blue and Columbus. And then the half-high blueberries, Polaris. And then the Northern High Bush blueberries. We have Patriot, Hannah's Choice, Blue Crop. Yeah, I think that's it. Goomy berries. We have Sweet Scarlet and Carmine cuttings. Those are tier 2 in quart-size pots. And some seedlings of Sweet Scarlet in quart pots and the little 3-inch pots, as well as some seedlings of Carmine in the little 3-inch pots. Phillips High Bush Cranberry in gallons. There's 1 quart of that left. Lots of Aronia berries, including Mackenzie, Nero, and Viking. I think we have some of those in all sizes still, yeah. Oh, coming around here, the Girardie-Dorf mulberries are almost ripe. That's exciting. We are sold out of those, though. All right. Coming down here to the hardy figs. We have 1 Latarula in a 2-gallon pot there. And lots of Latarula in quart size, Syrian Dark, Abu George. In gallons there, you have Brooklyn White, Magnolia, Syrian Dark, Violette Dauphin, and then Chicago Hardy in quarts, Malta Black in quarts, and Abu George. We still have some Kentucky Coffee Tree in 2 gallons and gallons. Excuse me, a couple Thornless Honey Locusts, 1 quart in 1 2-gallon pot there. Some Red Bud, mostly in quarts and gallons. Heart nuts, we still have some quarts of heart nuts, and a lot of them have been potted up to gallon size. A few wild pecan seedlings. A couple Amorpha fruticosa seedlings. Oh, just 1. Some oaks. A lot of chestnuts still. Both. Well, there are a few American Chinese crosses or American European crosses there. Lots of, I don't even know, all of Darren's chestnuts. There's some crazy stuff here. There's some pure Americans. some chinkapin, and then mixed in here we have some shellbark hickory, seedlings of blue moon hickory, Chinese chestnuts, American chestnuts, and those American chestnuts, it very likely will get blight, but there's always a chance that they'll be resistant. Some timber type chestnut seedlings. And then hazelnuts, we have some nice hybrid hazelnuts in the little 3-inch pots that are ready to go. Some beaked hazel in quarts, a few hybrid hazels in quarts. Eastern hazelnut, the native hazelnut, mostly in gallons. There are a few quarts left there. Coming around down here to the peaches, we have Reliance on the door fruit stock, and some smaller ones in quart pots on the semi-door fruit stock. Redskin, Raritan Rose, Madison. Most of those on both dwarf and semi-door fruit stock. Harrow Diamond, same way. A lot of nice wild white peaches in the little quart pots there. Those are just tier 1 since they're seedlings. And Javid's Iranian almonds, we still have a decent selection of those, mostly on K86, which is a large semi-dwarf size, and a few dwarf almonds. Some Shinseki Asian pears in gallon pots, 1 Shenandoah pear in a gallon pot. The rest of our pears are all in 2 gallons. Down below over there, I'll show you. Nanking cherries. Right now, we have just a couple little 3-inch Nanking cherry seedlings, but we do have more in the back that'll be ready to go soon. And then we've got a bunch of cultivars of Nanking cherries, 3 different white cultivars, Ian, Gabe, and Jules, and then 1 red cultivar called Cherapoogie. The persimmons, we have lots of Proc, some Rosa Yanka, 100-46, what's MRK? Mount Roman Kosh, Suzukas, F90 fruiting male, Myers seedless and Ennis seedless, Osage, Autumn 2, DC Moneymaker, Geneva Long, and Nikita's Gift. And some H63A. Alright, down around here, the Japanese flowering quinces. We have Cameo and Old Fashioned Red and Toyo Nishiki. We actually have a couple plums here that I found. AU Rosa and Methley. It's a pair that can pollinate each other. And then some blackthorn or slow plums. We still have a few of those left in gallon pots. Apples. On the door fruit stock, we have Molly's Delicious, Pristine, Liberty, Enterprise, and that's more Enterprise. These are, sorry, we're getting into the semi-dwarf fruit stock. So on semi-dwarf apples, we have Pristine, Enterprise, Arkansas Black, Geneva Crab, Williams Pride, more Pristine, Red Free, Molly's Delicious, and Liberty. All right, coming around down here to the pears. Sunrise, lots of Sunrise, Red Claps, and almost all of these are on semi-door fruit stock. Honey Sweet, More honey sweet, Korean giant, a lot of nice Korean giant. Bosque. I can't see the tags on those. Shenandoah, Potomac, Harrow Sweet, and Magnus. And then we have a lot of Reliance peaches in the 2-gallon pots. Those are all on semi-dwarf fruit stock, I think. There might be a dwarf in there. And then some random things like seedling cornelian cherries, royal medlar, a orange basket willow, sumac, some bamboo. I still have a lot of nice ginkgos, jade butterfly, Salem lady, gold spire, tubifolia. One OMT. What plum is that? Slipping my mind at the moment. One plum there in a 2-gallon pot. Red free apples in 2 gallons. Semi-dwarf and Molly's Delicious. Semi-dwarf apples. Magnus pear and Briaca pear. Alright, down here, the water table. We have some of the fragrant white water lilies, our native water lilies, still coming up, but there's at least one decent one in there. I just got some Wan Visa hardy water lily. That is not quite up yet. We have lots of this hornwort, which does a really nice job of cleaning the water in your systems. The Azolla, or fairy moss, is just starting to grow. It'll be available soon. It doesn't like this cool weather. Some lizard tail in quart pots, soft rush, a few cardinal flowers, one wild cattail, some curly rush, duck potato, American sweet flag. This horsetail and pickerel weed here is not quite ready to go. I just potted those up. More duck potato. That's the broadleaf arrowhead, or Sagittaria latifolia. Variegated sweet flag, soft stem bulrush. See, that stuff's all flowering. Pretty cool. Pink spiderwort. We've also got blue spiderwort up on the herb table because that can take dry or wet conditions. Same with Sochan. Most of the stuff on this table here can take it dry or wet. Glade mallows, swamp milkweed, and scarlet rose mallow, and obedient flower. All right, here on the clearance table, we still have a bunch of those Marge elderberries, some Greel biomass willow, unnamed black currants in larger sizes, some extra yuccas. We just have too many yucca. Over here at the pawpaw table, we still have lots of nice 3-inch pots of the seedlings of improved varieties. Also have quarts and gallons of gallon size seedling pawpaws. A lot of those larger ones we don't know the seed source on. And then our grafted pawpaws, we have lots of Atwood still, Layman's Delight, Chappelle, Mango, Tropical Treat, Jerry's Big Girl, Alhorn White, Halvin Sidewinder, Overlease, Uri Russian, Kentucky Champion, Summer Delight, Pina Colada, Sunsprout, IXL, and then the mulberry cultivars. We have, let's see, just one Italian left, I guess. Or, oh, that just got moved in the wrong spot. We have 1 quart Italian and 1 gallon size Italian mulberry. Korean Kakuso in quarts and gallons, and a 2-gallon. Collier in gallons, Viola's Lavender in quarts, Illinois Everbearing in quarts and gallons. Actually, no, those quarts aren't looking very good. Not very happy. Some of the native red mulberries. We've got 1-gallon size and several. We've got several gallon size and some 2 gallons. A few of these 2 gallons have fruited for us, so we know that they're at least partially female. The red mulberries do tend to be monoecious sometimes, where they'll have some female flowers and some male flowers, unlike a lot of mulberries. Gooseberries and currants, we have Pixwell gooseberry, Sabine, and Amish. Black currants, we have Lewis R., Tybin, Nancy May, an unnamed black currant, and a few Minash Muriu. And then the only red currant types that we have are the Gloire de Sablon pink currant. All right, bamboo. We have the yellow groove bamboo as well as our native river cane. Those are all in gallon size. 1 American pussy willow left there. Some Greel basket willows, biomass willows, dappled willow, orange basket willow, the native flowering dogwood in quarts, gallons, and 2-gallon. Other native dogwoods, we have the red osier in quarts and silky dogwood in quarts and gallons. And then the edible dogwood species that we have, the Cornus moss, cornelian cherries, we have both seedlings and grafted cornelian cherries now. The grafted cultivars, we have Red Star. I need to organize these again. They got all messed up. Siravetsky. Well, you'll just have to come down and look. I think there's some Pioneer. Red Dawn. And then Cornus Kousa. We have quart seedling Cornus Kousa, and then a few gallon-sized cultivars, including Julian and Big Apple. The Che, or Chinese melonberry, we have a couple males in 4-gallon pots. Chulri in a 2-gallon, as well as gallon size, and California Dreaming in gallons. And then we have tons of nice seedless Che, both in 4 gallons, gallons, and quarts. Something got up on our table and smashed a bunch of branches, but everything's bouncing back. Grapes, we have Darlene Muscadine in 2 gallons. Vanessa Red Seedless Table Grape. Arundel Wine Grape. These got all disorganized too. Let's see, Geneva Red, which is a NYGR7 wine grape. Muscadines, we have Darlene. We have some Carlos again, finally. That's the pollinator that you need for the muscadines. There looks like there's some Ives back there. Not a muscadine. Tom Cord in quarts, and Einset, which are seedless table grapes. Some Concords in 2-gallon pots, Buffalo and Steuben. LSU ground nuts and wild ground nuts. Lots of sunchokes, including Nora, Smooth Red, and Supernova. Some cool prickly pears. That's the hardy prickly pear. Skirret in quart pots. Lots of nice kiwis ready to go now. We have Ananasnaya, female kiwi, 55, Ken's Red, and Asai. Oh, and some Changbai Mountain female kiwis. And then we have 3 different male varieties. Oppets, the unknown male kiwi that we've had for a couple decades. And I think there's some, oh, what is the other one? Starts with an F. We have a third male kiwi variety somewhere. We've got a few randomly mixed in here. I need to sort these out. A few clematis. Those are purple. Some our native coral honeysuckle still blooming away there. Lots of improved maypop seedlings as well as cuttings in the back still. Some orange trumpet vine. Some magnolia vine seedlings. Jujubes. We still have tiger tooth, plenty of the Georgia 866, and those are all on their own roots. A few random pomegranates mixed in there. Entech Hobby Seva. Some more ginkgos over here. Mostly gold spire in these smaller sizes. I think that's all we have. And then up here on the herb table, some blue cohosh, black cohosh, bellwort, smooth Solomon seal, celandine poppy, dwarf crested iris, sensitive fern, ostrich fern, golden seal, May apples, spice bush. Both. So these are from cuttings. So we ID the flowers in the spring and then take cuttings from bushes that we know are either male or female. So we've got a tray of female and a tray of male spice bush ready to go. Blue spiderwort, woodland stonecrop, that's our native stonecrop. The Virginia bluebells are starting to die for the season. That's a spring ephemeral. One variegated Myoga ginger left there, but I do have more in back. Swamp milkweed, both in quarts, and there's 1 gallon left there. There are a few pots of the Kentucky Kernel spearmint, a sunflower, some dianthus. These are a pretty cool one. They're more of a carnation type dianthus that gets big, red, clove-scented blossoms. Oh, and I just heard a little sparrow flit. There is, let's see, are there any babies yet? We had a bird nest here. No, still eggs. One rue left, some gray catmint, catnip, wild bergamot, Zorba red oregano, compact oregano, arum, gold creeping oregano, topaz, St. John's wort, yucca, lots of yucca. That's why I put some on the 50% off table. The stuff that wasn't looking as nice. Some ornamental clovers, salmon dare, pink bush clover, pink fountains, pink bush clover. Just a little bit of Roman chamomile left there. There's a little black-eyed Susan, some field pussy toes, hyssop, sweetgrass, Himalayan silver mint, oregano mint, leaf celery, big leaf mountain mint, Sochan, Virginia mountain mint, eastern red columbine, some Labrador violet, wild white yarrow, some red sedums, perennial sorrel, crispin fernleaf tansy. We've got just a few wild ginger, this purple flowering raspberry, American beautyberry, both in quarts and gallons, witch hazel. We have both the vernal witch hazel and the Virginia witch hazel. Ramps in the little 3-inch pots as well as quart size. Those are getting ready to die down for the summer. We have a few things back here in the greenhouse that aren't quite ready to go out yet, including these hazelnuts. So these are clones of Tonda di Gifoni, McDonald, Norris, Sacagawea, and those, I don't know, I want to give them another couple weeks maybe. I'd like to see them start to put on some new growth before they go out in the world. We have some yellowwood that is about ready to go in 3-inch pots, 1 in a quart. Some more Morris rubra, the native red mulberry seedlings. Some senna, both senna herbicarpa and where's my other? There's more somewhere. Some more June berries and raspberries, and what else do we have here? Oh, we've got a bunch of these Frances Elizabeth cherries that will be ready to go probably in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. That's a sour cherry. And some jewel black raspberries. We were out of those, so we had to buy some in. But those will be ready to go in probably 3 weeks. And wild plums are finally potted up. We've got gallon size and a couple quarts, and some more Nanking bush cherries. Those all need 2 or 3 weeks before they're ready. Another variety of blueberry here, Legacy, again needs 2 or 3 weeks. This Myoga ginger will be ready in a couple weeks, as well as a bunch of Monarda bee balm. And other stuff back here on the tables, we've got a bunch of local golden seal, local seed source golden seal, a bunch of figs back here, but these are all varieties that we also have out on the table. This is just back stock. Same with the blueberries and haskaps back here. Although, I guess we have a few more varieties of blueberries in this one tray that we might be short on the tables. But those need another 3 weeks probably. Yeah, I think everything else that's back here we also have out. Oh, except there's ginseng. I just got a bunch of ginseng. Those little guys starting to come up, look very cute. Those will be ready to go in a couple weeks. Oh, and okay, I keep finding stuff. We've got this marsh marigold and crystal ball pennywort. That's not gonna, no. That one is for me to propagate from. But yeah, a bunch of nice marsh marigold that does not look so nice because it did not have a fun time in shipping, but it is really bouncing back, and that'll be ready to go in probably 2 weeks. Anything else back here? More Georgia 866 jujubes. cuttings of the maypops. Um, more triple crown. I think that's pretty much it. Anyways, oh, and here's that other senna that is about ready to go out on the tables. Anyways, everyone who celebrates, have a happy Mother's Day, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend.